What up, fam? It's your boy. Brand new anime, same hotel. Scavengers Reign. Bruh, we got a lot to talk about. HBO Max, you got your boy hype, but you know what I do? I start with me, you, and the crew. Now pull up, Pullman. Afro Tug Nation. It's your boy, T3. Geek Town, let's get down for the clown. But before we do that, let's pay these bills. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Come talk to your boy. I thank you all who has subscribed and hit that button. It's a small button for me, but it's a big button for your boy. And don't forget to hit them likes and let your boy know how you feel about the content by dropping a comment. But that's not what brought you up in here today. What did we just say? The anime that we're on HBO Max right now, Scavengers Reign. Yes, this anime looks like it's one season. Hopefully it's just one complete season. The way this is going, there's no way there could be two seasons with this. This is another version of anime. So you got like the characters like the DC and the Marvel and the typical anime like One Punch Man and One Piece and everything. This is more or less art form like anime with a wild, crazy story. The story goes off to where it does not begin or just like a normal story. You just know that you got four people that you're following and that each character has or each person or each group has their own story to follow with. It's called Scavengers Reign. Why is this thing such a phenomenal anime so far? But it will leave you a little creeped out at the same time. Not like crazy creeped out, just like if this was to happen to me, what would I do? So you got one character, his name is Cayman. It looks like he was trapped in a capsule. So okay, you know what? Let's start from the beginning. I'm just jumping straight into the story. This story is about four people who are stranded on a planet or distant planet out in space whose pods were ejected from the ship they were from because they had moved off course and were getting ready to crash into a sun. And so they ejected these pods, but these pods crash landed on the planet and now they are stranded without any hope of salvation in here. The reason this thing is called Salvage Planet because everything in here is a Scavenger Reign is because everything in here is a scavenger. Everything. The planet itself is a scavenger. The animals are scavengers. The people who are stranded on this planet are scavengers. The entire movie is about scavenging, but it's how to survive. You don't quite get how long they've been on this planet or how long they've been there. You know they've been there for a while because two of the groups were able to grow crops and actually start to make food for themselves because they have been there for so long. Set up camp, bring up tents. You follow one young lady. Her name is Ozzy, and Ozzy has a robot named Levi, and those two are on a different side of this planet trying to survive. They have grown a crop, but the robot has the planet itself, parts of the planet growing inside her circuitry, which is giving and mimicking her to have feelings and sensations and thoughts and things of that nature. And so it is a little weird that she has this stuff, but she's saying that the planet or the stuff that's growing inside of her is helping her circuits grow and complex even more to the point to where she's having crazy dreams. Then you come across the captain of this place, who is named Sam. And then another lady who's an adventurer, her name is Ursula. Ursula would get on my cotton picking nerves because Ursula got nothing but drama and tragic and pulling me into stuff that I don't need to be into. And her ideas will not only get you killed, but also leave you out to dry. But her adventurous mind and scientific self constantly wants to go out and see what else this planet has to offer. Even though Sam is trying to get off this planet, he's like, bruh, quit playing with your boy. And then you have the man Cayman, whose his crash landing landed to a point to where he was stuck in a capsule for all these months. and was going crazy in there by himself. And to a point of one day, he was able to open up a small hole and see outside. But there's a little creature in there that has mind telepathy that can connect with you and make you do what he wants you to do, because he wants to eat and he's tired of getting bullied by the other creatures on the planet. So he uses him to be his foresight and uses his own memories of his ex-wife to control him, making him believe all the emotions and things that connects him to this world. I'm not sure how else to describe this thing to you, but to say it is a ongoing everyday adventure, because you're following all three of the groups at the same time. You're following Cayman and the little monster. You're following Ozzy and the robot Levi, and then you're following Ursula and Sam. Each one are trying to get to a place on this planet because Sam was able to signal one of the ships in space to come crash land on the planet, that they may be able to use that ship to get off there. And everybody has seen this ship from the portion of the planet that they're in, and they're trying to journey their way to it. Along the way, they come across crazy creatures, crazy animals, crazy things that is trying to kill them. Some things that are really cool, and some things you're like, never mind. And I'm just telling you, this is by far one of, it's fun. It's actually fun. How many Afro picks? You're probably asking, how many Afro picks do I give it? I give it a solid 4 Afro picks for this particular anime. Why 4 Afro picks? Creative storyline, character development, constant entertainment of things that is going on. Even if it's getting on your nerves, you cannot turn away. And then the things that they find themselves in, you find yourself asking, what in the world is wrong with these people? All right, folks, as you know, some of y'all may know and paying attention, when I went to LA Comic-Con, I picked up a comic book called Stranger Comics that a comic book group called Stranger Comics, and that I picked up their comic books, and I'm almost done with the first book. We can finally talk about it once I'm done with it. I'm still getting a feel for it. It's one of those things that is not starting you off clear on what's happening. But, you know, as more and more things come along, more and more information comes about, and more things come about with that information as you're starting to connect the storylines. And it is interesting to see where we go with these characters as you're watching them develop, as you meeting them for the first time, as well as who has vengeance, who has vendetta, who's in love, and who hates who throughout this comic book series. I have been enjoying this read, this great piece of literature that's out there in this world. Did I use the word literature? Man, your boy is educated. But you know what it is. Oh, there it is. We know that song. You know what it is, because if you see a man's in the streets, hit him with the beats. Hit him with a jingle jangle, baby. Jingle jangle. Like, subscribe, share. Let's go.